know how I get it. You know how I get it. I need your love. You know how I get it. Yeah, you've been asking all these questions, now I got some time. Waited up and feeling just and got your minds. Get into that money, watch it multiply. It ain't no secret, girl, you know how I get when I see my account. Remember them times when a nigga had nothing and now you can sleep on the couch. But now she sees zeros and zeros and zeros and now I'm here digging her out. I'm tossing her ass around from car to the bed to the kitchen to back to the bed. Now we back on the couch. Back in the back, she ain't never seen nothing this night. She
Alright, what's up YouTube? What's up YouTube? This is my first time on YouTube. Fuck it. Quick stream. We're just gonna do some testing. Nah, but real talk though, I just wanna test this out. See how it is on YouTube. You feel me? You see me? So we're reacting to some random shit just to, test this out. Cause I never streamed on YouTube. Today is my son's birthday, and I just want to do a quick stream just to test things out on YouTube, see how this shit go. You feel me? Quick little hour. I might get some gameplay in too. But we fought my nigga DD.
start on my ops, I got a beam on the block. Niggas be thinking shit sweet till a nigga get popped. You know how I get it. You know how I get it. I need your love. You know how I get it.
Can I smoke on YouTube?
Yeah, you've been asking all these questions, now I got some time. Waited up and feeling just and got your minds. Get into that money, watch it multiply. It ain't no secret, girl, you know how I get when I see my account. Remember them times when a nigga had nothing and now you can sleep on the couch. But now she sees zeros and zeros and zeros and now I'm here digging her out. I'm tossing her ass around from car to the bed to the kitchen to back to the bed. Now we back on the couch. Back in the back, she ain't never seen nothing this night. She don't know how to act around me. She know I'm fucking her friend and she got a man, but she play her, she keeping it peak. I can't be fucking on fans, got too many bins, so I'm only gonna fuck with these leaks. I got her coming again, beat it up like Muhammad Ali. Yeah, that's average a quarter a month. Bitch, I ain't press no blue.
You know what's crazy? When I really look back at it, this nigga DD was the YouTuber. My fault. This nigga DD was the YouTuber. Now he's the rapper, bro. Like, I remember when Blueface was the rapper, you know, but now Blueface is more on the social media, like, he's more into TV and, doing movies and shit. Not movies, but like, reality shows and stuff like that. So I feel like their roles not switch, but it's just interesting to see because Moonwalking in Calabasas was a hit because of Blueface. Like, Blueface remix made it clean. And now you fast forward, I see more DDG rapping than I do Blueface, which is, it's good to see DD ain't playing, bruh. And he was just going to.
Zuda gon' go to the top. I'm tryna shit on my exes and start on my ops.
Right now,
I got a beam on the block. Niggas be thinking shit sweet till a nigga get popped. You know how I get it. You know how I get it. I need your love.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know how I get it.
Hey, that was cool though.
I don't know why you putting that bright ass light on it.
Ain't doing nothing but helping us out there.
Hey. Was the lighting cool with him doing that?
Yeah, that's it.
Yep, I'll wait. Like, nigga, y'all gonna have to tell us to leave type shit. That's me, nigga. Like, cause we ain't doing nothing. We ain't bothering nobody. We ain't being loud or nothing. We just doing our little thing, making our little video. And then we gonna leave. We're going to leave. You see what I'm saying? We pulled up in cars and shit. Like, we not finna be posted out here all night. We are here for a time, like time being. And that's not even the police. That's what make it so like corny when people try to like outdo their job. Like they try to like do too much. You feel me? Like you're a security. Like if you think about Friday, Day Day was a security job, but he treated it like he was the police. He doing shit like that, pulling up, flashing the light. Like these niggas ain't doing nothing, bro. You're a security guard. Even if something did occur, you're supposed to go tell the police. You're not supposed to jump into force and start. You can't arrest nobody. In some situations, you're not even supposed to touch nobody unless they stealing. These niggas is not stealing or doing nothing. See, that's why you know people, they over abuse their authority. He could have easily pulled up on them. Hey, shout out to my channel, shout out to my Instagram. Got free promo. He ain't even knowing he's somebody famous. Probably got thrown in the video or the vlog or whatever. See, you gotta look at it from two angles. Because by you rushing them, that didn't make them move any faster. Even though they pulled up, flashing the lights, niggas still kept doing what they was doing. See what I'm saying? You not finna get out and stop this. Stop over abusing your authority. I would have waited till the nigga made me leave, bro.
And that bright ass light on it, ain't doing nothing but helping us out, nigga. Hey. Was the lighting cool with him doing that?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would have been dope if we had.
I wish we could have stood. I should have stood on top of his car.
And then you know how the side streets be having, what's it called? It's called the side streets be having like street lights. Like I be on one of the street lights on one side of the road, and he be and you be on the other one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And then like when we go back and forth, like when I come in back in the back, you know what I'm saying? He can back in the back, he ain't never seen nothing. And then he can even go back to you on my shit, and you can be dancing and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then go back. I think that'd be hard.
Let's do it. Right here?
I mean, I'll just stop here to like get some extra shit, but you think we need it? Should we
Yeah,
just
let's
do the
get it.
side street shit?
Yeah, let's get it. Let's do it right here. Then let's do the side street shit.
Alright. This is like typical.
That's too typical?
It do look typical. I ain't gonna cap.
Good idea, bad scene. You either do it somewhere like if it was in Vegas where different lights is being shown and the water shows, then it would be way more appealing. But I get what he's saying though. He's saying that you want to do something where it's like while he rapping, the camera will kind of like spotlight him, make him shine a little bit more, and it kind of like it's like I always say this. It's like my best like example is like a yin yang. You know, he be yin and then it'll yang to him, then it'll yin to him, then it'll like that. So it's like, yeah, I like the idea. It's just you're in the wrong area. You need to be in fucking Vegas doing some shit like that. You know what I mean? Different lighting, a lot of stuff going on. It's way more beautiful in the background. I don't know where they at. I think they in LA. LA city packed. Not really popping. Nice areas, but it's not like outside. Outside is just outside. You feel me? People take those palm trees out of proportion. If you're not from Cali, they think having palm trees is just the shit. That's nothing, bruh. I don't give a fuck about them trees.
Oh shit, let's go to the side street then.
Yeah, you right. I don't know why I even said that.
Look at that side street, you know.
This look too typical. We need like, I like this fog though. My DDG visual senses are tingling. I used to do music videos back in Pontiac for $50. Top tier Cole Bennett shit though, like charging $50, nigga.
Damn, I need a nigga like that.
These days I need a $100,000 budget for a 2-minute track, nigga. So over 2 minutes, I need 150.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
2 minutes.
kind of
You ever told him your You ever told him your secret?
What?
I know you don't tell a lot of people this shit, but he really don't.
I'm not even finna gas him. But that back seat, you got hella room, bro. This nigga got enough room to literally stretch his whole legs out. That's crazy. Unless Didi riding with a seat up, look how much like leg room you got.
I know you don't tell a lot of people this shit, but
Look, his legs is way up there and the seat is way up there. That's how you want it, bro. What? Nigga got room back there.
he really don't want too many people to know this, but I'm gonna tell it, man. My nigga was valedictorian in high school and shit, but he
Man,
tried
stop telling
be
people that
humble,
shit, bro.
man.
Don't tell nobody my business, bro.
Bro,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nah, bro. I mean, shit. I
But
feel
don't
like
tell my
them your
business,
people,
bro.
though, bro.
I understand that, but don't
That nigga
tell nobody
always
my
bang
fucking
that.
business, bro. Like that's nobody business. I don't tell nobody that shit.
Yo, you
You
right,
know
bro.
that. You know I don't tell nobody that shit.
Yo.
That's just like out of all people, you would be the nigga to say that.
I just thought, I really
Nah,
thought
you
like today. I
weird.
thought today.
Nah, bro, you
I thought today
weird,
you
bro.
wanted
You
like
weird,
you might
bro.
just like want them niggas to know, bro. I thought you wanted to let them. Like I said, bro, I really just trying to give them an insight more
I'll
into you,
stop
bro.
this car, nigga. We can square up right now, bro. I
My
swear to
nigga,
God,
man,
bro.
I ain't ducking no smoke,
Bro, I swear to God, we can square up right now, bro.
Right.
Stop playing with me, bro. Stop telling people my fucking business.
Man, listen.
You know that's between me and me, nigga.
Hey,
I shouldn't worry about one of my homies telling my fucking business to niggas.
man, that nigga was valedictorian.
Fuck is wrong
That nigga
with-
was valedictorian.
Nigga, quit speaking on.
Valedictorian, man.
All right, bet.
Alright, bet. That's it. It's on. That nigga said, alright, bet. You got to see me about it.
You mad at me because you were valedictorian.
Get in the gloves. Get in the gloves. That's all you gotta do, bro. Get in the fucking gloves.
Hey, man, this goes for all mob cops, man. Mob cops, we do not take you serious. Stop trying to press niggas at the mall, bro. Just drive around the car, be smooth. Leave niggas alone, man. You don't
Yeah.
see us with no ski mask on running into nowhere. Leave us alone, mall cops. Please. You're embarrassing yourself.
Nigga was valedictorian. Alright. Y'all want know some more shit about that nigga? Just hit me up. I'm gonna tell you, man. Baby Rich, y'all know.
I don't know if y'all been seeing what I've been reacting to on Twitch, because y'all probably don't follow my Twitch. You missing out. Because the real gang on Twitch. But this nigga flew to Toronto to go on a date with a girl and shit.
Cap.
And then he was getting hold and all type of shit, man. I was just like,
Cap, man.
I see why.
I did not go to Toronto for a date. I went for cat.
You went for a pussy.
Cap. That nigga said I did not fly to Toronto for a date. I went for he remind me of that kid too. In that video, that little fat kid, he was like, that nigga burnt the meat trying to make a sandwich. Why he just didn't eat it cold? In that video, the little fat kid was like, he kept saying, what's that shit called? That's Baby Rich, bro. Baby Rich is the same way. Nigga hella funny.
Cap, man.
I see why.
I did not go to Toronto for a date. I went for cat.
You went for a pussy. This Rich, he rapping, and then you like go past him.
Yeah, the camera quality is
back there.
A1. I ain't gonna lie.
That's all.
This shit gonna be hard as a motherfucker.
This shit do sound like they bought. What's the name of it? I forgot. Well, all of them reaction music. Didi, you gotta, tip your hat off to is that he could spend money to make a very better video if he really wanted to, but he's just doing this because this is just all in the mind and all. It seemed more funner. Like you could tell that he having more fun and it's way more like better to see when you just outside, not in your area. I know he's not from LA, but you shooting the video outside and you just using your environment to create scenes. Now, granted, once again, he can spend the money and make a nice video, get cold Ben. He can do all that, but by doing this by choice makes it even cleaner. And he vlogging it on top of that, so that makes it even more cleaner.
Got better in my chances, didn't I?
Oh yeah, that's where it's at, man. I don't know if that was at a store.
Just like that, or do you want like walking?
Okay. Like supernatural, just B-roll, which is just like little cutscenes. So you don't gotta look at the camera, you don't gotta feel like you gotta pose. Just literally, we're gonna look like shopping around, pick up pieces that you like, maybe like try on some heels or something like that. Super simple. And I'm just gonna kind of just catch you with the camera. Yeah.
You said what?
I said, who's the special guest? Who are you?
Oh, DDG.
Nigga, fuck you mean? Who the special guest? Nigga, you looking at him, nigga. Hey, on some real shit, I would've just played it off. Like, nah, I ain't nobody, man. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it, man. I'm just, you feel me? I'm just here to shop. But I did not know they had a store in LA. Cause I fuck with that store that they shopping in. This shit is legit, nigga. If you ever go shopping, fuck with the real. Like, it's just legit. Authentic. 100%. So I gotta go down there. I ain't gonna lie. Now I gotta go to LA and check that shit out.
Welcome.
Small Birkins cost more than the big Birkins. I don't understand that. Why wouldn't you pay more for more space? I'm on to y'all, man. Y'all getting our money, but y'all philosophy don't make sense.
Technically, it's more leather, so you think the bigger bag should cost more than the, I don't know.
Well, key your fit. My second video with these boots, though. I'm on some bullshit. I think I'm Kanye West, DA West.
But the thing is, when you in the rap game, you gotta be different. Can't be like so and so. You feel me? Everybody sound the same damn near, so you gotta be different when it comes to fashion. That's why you be seeing niggas wear anything. Tired of looking the same. This nigga clickbaiting you again, bro. I'm thinking they gonna really fight. No fighting. Every time.
Ain't where that right now.
They need a motherfucker release a statement first.
Yeah, boy. That shit, you can't. Once you get canceled these days, you can't get uncanceled. It's literally uncancelable. I think YouTube is the only platform you can't really get canceled on. It's like if you got your fans on YouTube, you forever making money.
Nope, that's not true. EDP is done. Even though he didn't go to jail, even though he didn't got no, hold on, EDP, right? EDP 45. Done. He has no channel. No channel. No channel. He's done. See? So, You can get canceled off YouTube doing some stupid shit. For real, like you do something to get banned, it's a wrap damn near. Unless you just somebody that we as the fans just truly love and we go like follow you. Like people love Andrew Tate. So he got canceled on everything. They still follow him. Corey X Kenshin. People love him. So they wait on his videos. See what I'm saying? Like people really love you. They gonna like really support you. They're gonna hit you up. Trust me. Like I got a stupid cold team on Twitch. This is why I never streamed on YouTube before. Cause this Twitch was just doing its job. I just want to try it out. You feel me? I got a little backup account for it. You know, I'm gonna try to get another dub on the game. I ain't got no PlayStation Plus. I'm losing.
It's literally uncancelable. I think YouTube is the only platform you can't really get canceled on. It's like if you got your fans on YouTube, you forever making money.
That's a fact. They ain't going nowhere. They locked in.
They locked in forever. You locked in. Ain't no switching up, hey. When you get canceled on music or business, it's over, bro.
How you gonna cancel a vlog?
Can't cancel a vlog. Cause I might throw somebody lit in my shit. Then you gotta come watch it.
Facts. That's it hard.
Yes.
It's hard.
Yeah. My heart.
Oh, it's quick as hell too.
They walk around with meat. No, the niggas walk around with meat and they cut the meat off, put it on your plate. A lot of meat eaters come here. Can't eat too much though because my girlfriend won't eat with me.
It's gonna be even juicier than New York strip just because it's gonna be even more marbleized. Wagyus are usually famous because of the way that the cows are treated.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, perfect. And
I'm confused on what I just ordered.
You ordered a lot of shit. You ordered the option to eat about 20 different
That's how you do though.
plus.
But that's how you do though. If I had never been to somewhere and I'm about to eat, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna be real with you and be honest with you. If I go somewhere and we out to eat, I usually just keep it simple. Just cause I know I'm gonna eat the burgers and fries. See that? Like I know I'm gonna eat that. So like regardless, burgers, fries, shoot it. Just to be safe. If I don't know, like if I'm not sure about the menu, give me some burgers and fries. I know that's gonna hit type shit. See what I'm saying? So if I'm at a meat spot or anywhere like sushi, I've been to sushi restaurants, like I'd be taking like at least 15 minutes to order because there's stuff I never even seen before, stuff I never even had before. So I'm like, what is this? You know what I mean? I'd be asking hella questions. What is this? What does that do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be on that shit too.
It's a huge steak.
So I take the steak back.
No, because the meats come around every so often, so you might not be eating for a while, but you can have a steak right there.
I am trying to gain weight though.
You have a lot of variations.
I gotta eat a lot to gain weight, right?
You gotta eat before you go to sleep.
A lot of protein.
But you can't eat.
But I'm trying to gain muscle though.
You gotta get fat first. Like you, because you're already slim, you're just gonna get lean, you're just gonna get cut. Like me, I was 380. Now I'm down to 280. Now I'm down, 300. Now I'm down to 280. But I had to gain fat, now it's turning to muscle. Now I'm benching 400.
Or he's saying that you can, like me, if I, damn, I'm sitting hella low. My bad, y'all, I'm hiding. But now, if you want to gain weight, you gotta out eat your weight, and you can't move around so much. Can't be like hella active like that. You gotta really sit and put on the weight. And as you eating and shit, you working out, and you gonna get big, bro. Like depending on what part of your bodies, I think the most important part is your legs, because that's where your strength come from. So you gotta get your legs right. Like that's mandatory. Get the legs right. You feel me? Then you slowly work up the upper body. Get the upper body right. And then once you get your body to a point where you're healthy and you feel conditioned to the point where you can run 2 miles, you could do 100 push-ups, you could do 100 pull-ups, you could do 100 squat, like, you know what I mean, like that. That's when you start eating, so your body can just get a little bit bigger. That's my opinion. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my go-to. I gotta go. At least put on like 50 pounds, 60 pounds. Trying to get hella big, like a polar bear.
I'm at 365. And I'm little. Nah, I've benched 365.
Real?
Mm-hmm.
One time?
Yeah, one time.
Now I'm repping 14.
Oh, you rapping a 14? Oh, yeah. You look like it though.
I was feeling good for a second. I was like, hold on.
I'm feeling a little bit big. I must be kind of buff.
You gotta eat before you go to sleep. So you get wet.
I'm just gonna eat the meat. No
You
more.
gotta eat that big ass steak.
How many pounds are
Potatoes, peanut butter,
Right.
fast food.
I'm like 155.
Yeah, no.
Trying to get what, 170?
And would you like toasters?
But if you're gonna be boxing, you gotta drop to 135 anyway.
I don't even know I'm boxing again. Fuck boxing.
Would you like a straw with that?
Yes, please.
Because if you lose, it's over. You lose one fight, it's over. Career is forever tainted. So he fought, he won, get out, you done. Like it's the same. You fought, you won, get out, you done. Easy money.
Would anyone else like straw with your water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get straws.
$6.99.
Yeah, it is. But if you got the Shabasco experience, it's
Y'all want
included
wine,
with the
y'all?
So we
buffet.
gotta get our own food.
Yeah, so whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and start over there. Would you like to include buffet to your steak as well? Like the market table, or you just want your steak and nothing else?
What's at the market table?
It's basically like salad bar. It's like salads, it's salmon, it's soups.
They trying to run the bill up. Hey, restaurants, I peep that. When they see money, you see how they are, they promoting everything. Like, bro, we got a massage table, we got a pool table in the back. We got, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's how they get it. I'm gonna predict the bill right now. I'm gonna say the bill gonna be like, just for the steak gonna hit you for like 175 for that steak, just for the steak. I'm gonna see if I'm right. I'm gonna see how much that steak gonna cost. But all around, it's probably gonna be like 300 for everybody meal. His and his, yeah, it's probably like 300.
The salmon is not cooked. No, it's like a cold bar. The only hot stuff that we have there would be like rice, beans, and the soup.
Nah, I'm good. I don't want that.
Okay, just the Wagyu?
Yeah.
Perfect. What temperature is your preferable?
Medium well.
Medium well? Perfect. Okay.
Oh, medium well. I see. I gotta see, cause I normally get it well done. You feel me? Like we gotta have that shit cooked, like meatballs done, like ready to eat type shit. I don't want nothing soggy. I don't like soggy meat. I like to bite the meat, like lions do. I like to bite that shit, bro. I don't want my shit to even have an idea that it may even be. I don't want to bite cold. I bite cold, I'm not good. I'm not gonna feel good. I'm not gonna like it. I'm not gonna have a good time. I'm biting meat. It has to be hard, like beef jerky. Like, you feel me? Like when you bite beef jerky, like that's how I be.
Thank you.
But I can eat some of y'all meat, no more.
That's too common.
You know what I was trying to say.
That's
Cause
crazy.
Eat what y'all eat.
No, look, the meat. Listen, bro. Y'all gonna see how it go, bro. They bring around a bunch of meat, right? And they cut the shit off in front of you and put it on your plate. I'm saying, You put this around, they gonna pull up.
Restaurants like this,
Hey, niggas say pork, you like, hell nah. They say ribs, you like, okay.
Why is that such a big difference? Pork. That's it.
Is it like Beverly Hills?
yeah.
That's what it look like?
Yeah, that spot. Nice though, bro. It's all elites.
Just a regular pig that's living his regular life.
So wait, that restaurant look good. I ain't gonna lie, some shit I might fuck with. But on some real, it's like, is that his food or is that like the sample? You know how they bring you samples when you go out to eat? They bring you the chips with the dip, something to hold you over until the food is done.
Girls in there buying deep cheese.
Now this shit split, ended up on my plate. At least he ended up at a fancy restaurant and not inside of a hot dog.
That shit was fine too.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. They're hitting. You think at some point they gonna start eating humans? Why we don't eat humans? I don't understand that. Maybe animals don't eat humans.
Probably do. A hot dog is like a bunch of different meats mixed. You'll never
I
know.
know. You can't, like, no one knows what's in a hot dog. That's the most disgusting thing. Like, no one knows what's in a hot dog. They got so, ugh, thinking about it make me want to throw up. But I still eat it though. But yeah, that's a mysterious thing because they say it has multiple different parts of meat in it. So you don't really know exactly what's in a hot dog.
What do you mean by that?
Hold on.
What he just say? A hot dog got a bunch of meat, mixed. You don't know how many meats in it.
Now to be real though, like it's mixed. Ooh. That's it?
That was a good ass cow.
That shit look good, I ain't gonna lie.
Alright, bitch.
That shit look good, bro. Nigga, this nigga DD stay clickbaiting the fuck out of niggas, bro. Well, we fought. This nigga swear. Oh, I was watching this earlier.
Now that you're like being talked about a lot more and stuff, I'm glancing at the Reddit and I see all of a sudden there's an old video of you basically having to go through a certain gang ceremony in an alley somewhere.
I don't know why they keep calling it a fucking gang ceremony, because it wasn't.
Okay, what was it?
I got set up. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But bro, everybody gets packed out, nigga. It's life. For you in the streets, you gonna get jumped, nigga.
But the
People
title
get
said
jumped.
this is suspect getting put off a certain
Cap.
thing.
Fucking cap,
Oh,
nigga.
okay.
That did not happen. Nah, look, and it was crazy because I'm riding in a car with a nigga, right? You feel me? And I didn't know him like that, but I did. But you know, when you young, you just be riding around with motherfuckers. You got acquaintances and
Takes
shit.
you a while to figure
Yeah.
out who your real friends are.
Exactly. So I'm in traffic with him, but I'm in his car. You feel me? I'm passenger. And we see somebody who I had previously got into it with. We pull over. I get out the car. He get out the car. We like, all right, we gonna get out. But we gonna go to this location. You feel me? So boom, I go to that location. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nigga, I had to, because I'm in the car with the nigga. You get what I'm saying? I'm in the car with somebody else. I got to, and he knows him too. And he's scared of that nigga. So he like, bro, he just seen me with you. Like, bro, you gotta go over there. Like, he's scared as fuck. And I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck. Take me over there. Fuck it. You feel me? Because you're acting like a bitch. You're acting like if you don't take me over there, that they gonna whoop your ass, whatever. You feel me? So boom, I get to the motherfucking alley. Nigga, it's like 30 niggas in that motherfucker. You feel me?
And they
Nah, that ain't worth it. I don't know exactly how you got set up, but that ain't being set up. It was one of those situations where you just so happen to catch the op, and you feel me, y'all met up and y'all was gonna get down. But before you went over there to meet up with him, you was supposed to call your homies, call somebody, go get something. We ain't gotta pull up there right away. That's when they don't control my time. I ain't gotta move because they over there waiting. Wait, I'm coming now. I'm finna go get. You know what I'm saying? Go pick up. Woo woo. Hey, come get me. Pull up over here. Woo woo woo. Once they get here, then we go over there like that.
Had issues with you over something?
Yeah, some whole little previous shit. Really, look, the truth, man, that nigga wanted a feature, and I didn't fucking give him the feature. So he went and told his big homies, like, oh, that nigga fuck with the Wooty Woops, which was cap. It was just like my cousin. I got a song with my cousin, and you think I fuck with them like that on some gang shit when, nigga, it's my cousin. Nigga, and I did a song with him, but they like,
But still, your cousin on that side. That's how some people take it. It's like, so what? Some people, niggas in Chicago, some niggas in Chicago and shut at their own cousins. That's crazy. You killing your own blood. I get what Suspect's saying though. He's saying like, this my blood cousin. You know, kind of like the Craig and Day Day. Even though they on opposite sides, that's still blood though. And you always put, you know, your guns down when it comes to blood, but in the streets, nobody care about that. Nobody care that y'all related. That's that side, and you on this side. So you feel me? Like, you don't care about none of that.
go, he put a bug in somebody's ear like, oh, he fuck with the Wooty Woops, nigga. They got a blase, but that's just my cousin. So that's how he riled niggas up to be like, oh, he fucks with the ops. You know what I'm saying? But I just had a fucking song with him. You feel me? But then when I get to the alley, nigga, the nigga who in the car with me, nigga, he gets out and walks over there with them. Like, get out the car. I'm like, oh. I'm like, so fuck it. The homies. Boom. So I bounce out the car. You feel me? I'm like, nigga, you gonna shoot me? Nigga, I know you. I said, nigga, let me get out the car. Like, you feel me? Let's fight. You get what I'm saying? Type shit. So boom, I get out the car. Nigga, I square up with him. He didn't fight me one-on-one. Nigga just started jumping me. But nigga seen I didn't run. Half of you niggas would have ran screaming for your fucking life like a bitch. You know what I mean? Niggas I talked to on the phone after and was like, why didn't you run? The fuck I look like? I'm not running from nothing. That's just straight up, nigga. You get jumped. It just happens, nigga. You fight, you win some, you lose some, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You might get...
Niggas ain't fighting nowadays. And that video that he talking about was like, I think 5-6 years ago. That situation, he could have got killed or at least shot. You feel me? I don't care how much hands you got. You ain't beating 6 people. If it's 6-on-1, you're not beating that. I don't care what, you know what I mean? Like, it's 6 people. So, some situations you gotta pick and choose your battles wisely. That's what I would have did. But yeah, dude that you riding with set you up. I feel what you're saying now that you explained it, yeah. The dude that, but you didn't really know him like that anyway. So, can't get too mad when you don't even know this nigga like that.
Get shot at, you might shoot at somebody. You might jump people, you might get jumped. It's the way of the motherfucking streets. Nigga, that don't make me no type, and it's crazy, because that's people's only idea. Oh, he a bitch-ass nigga. That nigga got jumped in. He got out his own car and left his car. Nigga, I was in the fucking passenger seat, you fucking idiots. A nigga brings me to the alley and there's 30 niggas. What you gonna do, Adam? Stay in the car and call 911.
Probably what you did, realistically.
Real niggas?
Well,
In a situation like that, bruh, the only thing you can do is just pull out your pocket knife, bruh, and swing. If you get set up in an alley and they jumping you, all you can do is, if you can't swing your way out of that situation, bruh, you gotta do your best to not get knocked out. Those niggas just gonna pack you out. So, I don't know. Can't really speak on that. Thank God I haven't been on that situation. But yeah, most likely would either just fight, and then once they jump you, just try not to get knocked. You feel me? Get in the fetal position. Hopefully they don't fucking kill me. Bounce up. Walk up out of there. Immediately. Wiggle. Don't argue. Don't be no tough guy. Like, it's cause it's good. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I'm out. Whatever. Fuck all that. I'm out. You know, get my shit together. And then slide when it's least expected. You know? But then this time, it would be different. I wouldn't even have to kill him either. We'll just have an old school Royal Rumble. That's what people should just go back doing. Just go back to doing like the Royal Rumble bullshit where everybody just meeting up at the parks, fighting each other. Shit like that.
I would lock myself in the car down the whole way.
Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna get out.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, you didn't have a lot of other fucking choices.
What
Yeah,
the
you
fuck
can
I'ma
run,
do?
but running might be worse than just squaring up, you know?
fucking run, nigga. So I
Yeah,
fought. You
right.
feel me? But
especially with cameras out and shit, you're like, well, I
and
guess
then
we gotta do this.
behind the, and then if niggas see in the camera, bro, the nigga had blower. He passes it to the other. The whole time he has blower. I say nigga, and it's crazy because I know everyone there. That's why it didn't. It could have. Let's be realistic, nigga. If it was really like I'm just a super op, like it would have been bad.
Yeah,
Like,
they
you know
would've
what I'm saying? There's
smoked you.
30 niggas in that motherfucking
That's what
alley.
I'm
I'm sure
saying.
everybody got blowers. You know what I'm saying? The nigga, the older nigga makes him pass the gun to him. You know what I'm saying? So he gives the gun to somebody else. So I'm like, oh, it's good. We can fight. But you're not finna just shoot me here, nigga. The fuck? But we can fight for sure. So he passed the gun. I get out the car. I'm thinking he finna give me a head up and we finna fight. And other niggas jump in. And I got jumped. And I got up, dusted myself, nigga, and walked the fuck off. And went and made a song about it. And
Exactly. Smart. See? Exactly. Got up out of there because you had to. I mean, when the cards is dealt to you that way, there's really nothing too much you can do. Situations like that. You'll be an idiot if you think you can take on that. So, thank God he's alive to tell that story. Because, like he said, if he was a real op, we wouldn't even know about this man. It'd be RIP.
some other shit transpired in the streets that we can't talk about after.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it happens, bro. You get packed out. It's what it is. Everybody know when you in the streets, bro, and shit transpires, nigga, you gonna get jumped. You gonna jump people. It's what happens. Or not even you gonna jump people, but nigga, you gonna get into shit. That's just what the fuck it is. And you're not always gonna be on the good hand of the stick. That's just how the fuck it happens, bro. You knock niggas out, you get knocked out. You beat niggas up, you get beat up. That's just how that shit go.
The worst jumping I ever took, I felt like I was on drugs afterwards. It was such like a weird high to realize that like however many dudes had just been trying to fucking kill me for like 2 minutes while I'm curled up in a ball on the ground. And then I was fine. And I just had like a little, nick on my...
How would you? Because that's like, they say that's like the best defense you do. If you're getting jumped and you on the ground, the best thing you can do is curl. That protects your head. That's what you need to protect the most, is your head. Because you can get hit hard enough and go into a seizure, or you can get hit hard enough and black out. So you need to protect your cranium badly. You gotta think foots are getting put on you, so that's why you do it like as hard as you can. You put your head into your nuts, like no homo. Like you really put your chin in your belly like that. Like you really like put your arms over your head. Now your legs is fucked. Your stomach is fucked, but your head, you still you conscious. Your brain is still there. You feel me? You still can function because you don't want to get fucked up to the point where you may, damage your
back of my
permanently.
head.
Niggas
Like,
don't realize
I was
when
fine.
they jump you, they can't do shit.
Yeah.
I walked off, and I'm like, that's it?
Yeah.
Like, I'm good. You niggas didn't do shit. I got right the fuck up. Like, but yeah, half you niggas would have ran, would have acted like bitches, bro. Like, let's just keep it a buck, my nigga. I got out, stood on my 10, nigga, and I'm gonna keep standing on my 10. That was just so happened today, you feel me? And back in the day, I was like, Nigga, that was like 2015.
Oh,
I hate
shit.
when niggas bring that shit up, but that shit was years
So that's like
ago.
before you were lit.
Nigga, I was
Ah.
barely lit. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it was getting there. Like, that's why, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the people who you think your friends, when you start to get a little attention and you don't do for them what they expect you to do, it's like, nigga, I'm nobody's, niggas not finna Suge Knight me. I'm nobody's, I'm none of that. So, nigga, if you wasn't fucking with me before, I'm not finna give you no future now.
Right.
So, nigga just had a problem with me. It wasn't he got put off some hood, bro. That nigga wanted a fucking feature with me, and I knew him, and we still got nigga, my cousins know they peoples. Like, bro, so much shit transpired from that shit, like a lot. But I'm just saying that, like, nigga, there was what are niggas? A lot of you niggas would.
That nigga got the Margin Boo M tatted. No way. It gotta be high. I think that's the Margin Blue M.
Ran. What did niggas want me to do? Like, nigga, it was a lot of false narratives with the shit. Like, oh, he just left his car, he got put off. Like, bro, none of that nigga was like, bro, none of that shit transpired. That wasn't no gang shit. It just so happened to be a gang involved.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But that wasn't no gang shit with me. And no, bro, I got jumped. Nigga, it is what it is.
Yo, we just hit
I
400,000
respect him. I
subscribers.
believe him. I think he told the truth. Now,
Like made it get that aggressive because it felt like you calling him a bitch. Like for sure.
I missed this one. I ain't gonna lie.
What's going on, streamers? In today's video,
I ain't gonna lie, chat. Fake it on the game. Cause it's the whole point of this stream. It's strictly like gaming content, but what? Oh man, I gotta watch this later. That was the boy right there. That was my boy right there, Johnny Football. Yeah, we can watch that. Damn, this nigga Speed really be crying, bro. Shout out to Speed, though. He be doing this thing. Alright, I'm gonna hop on the game real quick. Hop on the game. Real quickie.
You can describe Heisman Trophy winner Johnny Manziel.
Alright. Let's watch this.
Manziel's summer in a lot of ways. Low key would not be one of them.
Watching other guys that are doing what I want to be doing, and I'm sitting on the couch being a loser.
A motherfucker comes up to you and says, yo, I got $5,000 for you to do something. I got $12.99 in my bank account. Fuck you think I'm going to say?
and now
Where the bread at? So if the NCAA wants to take a 9-4 season away in my Chick-fil-A bowl against Duke, fucking blow me.
Damn, bro.
If you never knew who Johnny Manziel was and I told you his life story, you would think he was a fictional character in a book or movie. A lot of people, and maybe even you watching this, you know the basic information. He was a great and super talented quarterback that couldn't hold his act together off the field. Therefore, consequently enough, just as quickly as he rose to the top, he fell even faster. Whoa, hold on, we gotta...
Nah, honestly, the reason why my boy Johnny Manziel struggled in the NFL, he was just too little. I think he was like 5'9", 5'10", quarterback. He was too little, getting hit and shit. But nah, you can't say that because of Drew Brees. Drew Brees wasn't a really tall quarterback, and Drew Brees is a Hall of Famer. So Johnny Football had it, bro. I don't know what happened. That's why I make it so interesting. Because I remember watching him. I think he went to the Browns, if I'm not mistaken.
Stop right there because I want you to know it is much, and I mean much more than that. Most of you know I'm a big and avid college football fan. Going into this video, I already knew a ton of stuff about Manziel, but it still took me nearly 2 to 3 weeks worth of research. It got to the point where I wasn't just overwhelmed with the major controversies in Manziel's life, but it was the minor stuff too. He almost didn't even get to play in his Heisman winning season for Texas A&M because he got into a bar fight before the year even began. When the police showed up to the bar, he handed them not 1 but 2 fake IDs. He got really lucky and got out of that. Then after he won the Heisman, he was signing illegal autographs. That was a big controversy we'll touch on later in the video, and Johnny Manziel actually talks about it, and I'll show you those clips. How about this one? Going into his sophomore year, he was invited to the Manning Passing Academy, which is a prestigious honor for any quarterback, and he got kicked out. There was also an—
Damn, how you get kicked out? This nigga was wildin'. This nigga was wildin'.
incident when he rented out a house in LA and he caused $32,000 worth of damages. When it was time for Manziel to check out of the place he rented, he didn't check out, so the guy that owned it wanted to see what's going on. A couple hours after the checkout time, the guy went into the house and said this, quote unquote, "Manziel was passed out, there was cocaine all over the kitchen table, and mushrooms are still out on the table in front of him. There was booze everywhere, broken glass all over the floor, and champagne glass in a tree." Yeah, let's just say that Johnny Football, he wasn't exactly your ideal guest for a house. There was also an incident where he reportedly hit his girlfriend so hard in the ear that she ruptured an eardrum and couldn't hear out of her left ear. When he was in the NFL, the Browns named him as a starting quarterback. That was up until he got caught lying. There was a video of Manziel partying and drinking, and the Browns saw it and they asked him about it, and he lied to them and said that was from an older date. When in reality, it wasn't from an older date, it was around the same time. It goes even farther than that. The people who filmed the video, Johnny told him to lie to the Browns if they asked him about it. Can't forget to throw this in there. The night before—
Damn, bro. It's like people that get talent and don't know how to act, bro. That's why it's important to have street smarts and book smarts, so your mind won't get influenced to do things outside of your book smarts. So if you're striving to be a football player, your street smarts will cook in like, nah, man, I shouldn't be drinking. That's not gonna help me get to the NFL. See what I'm saying? And now that I'm in the NFL, I shouldn't be slipping, man, because I can get cut at any time. It's crazy.
For the final game, not the day, the literal night, he was out gambling and at a bar. It started to get so bad that his own father called him a druggie. It didn't just stop there. His dad added to it and said, "I hate to say it, but I hope he goes to jail. I mean, that would be the best place for him, so we'll see." When your own dad says the best place for you is in jail, I think we can all agree you got some major problems. Everyone knew things were at an all-time low when his dad said this. I truly believe if they can't get him help, he won't live to see his 24th birthday. Ladies and gentlemen, everything I just told you, and it's a lot, it's not everything, and that's the crazy part about his story. I just went over the high points, and as interesting as his life story is during his football career, it's even more mysterious after. Even though at the time he didn't have the mindset and the attitude to play in the NFL, I think if he really worked at it, he could play in the NFL today. I'm not saying he's going to get that opportunity or chance. I'm saying if he worked at it, he is talented enough to be on a roster. Here's the weird part about that. He's came out and said he doesn't even want to pursue a football career or go back to the NFL.
I think for a while is what I was put here to do, and now I don't believe that, so I don't want to play. I don't think it's truly what I'm put here to do. So that's what I've been trying to figure it out.
That's crazy.
And see what I want to do. And I don't know what that is still.
When I say I mean there are so many questions about Johnny Football that are lingering around till this day.
Crazy.
But however, it all circles back to the main question we're going to try to figure out in today's video. What really happened to Johnny Manziel? Real quick.
Before he even go on his little rant, I can already give you a prediction. Keeping it real. Johnny Manziel was a good football player, as you can see, but being influenced by people around you can destroy you, bruh. Always remember that. Like, people see the light in you and they want to take your light. So they'll have you sniff some coke. They'll have you smoke some weed. They'll have you, you know what I mean, pass you a bottle out, a beer. It's one beer. Like, they don't want to see you go because their dreams didn't work. So now when seeing your dreams work, that making them mad on the inside. So I feel like if you was in a better circle that kept them focused on football, you'd be wrong.
Quick, before we get into this video, we're on the road to 200K, so if you want to help us out, join the channel. If you enjoy the content, I would appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button. He was a kid that nobody even talked about, and then 4 hours later, when he left the stadium, he was already a Heisman frontrunner, and he was trending on every social media platform, and Drake and LeBron were messaging him and hanging out with him. That's what I like to call the Alabama effect. If you're a quarterback and you beat them, that's going to be your Heisman moment. Look at what Cam Newton, he did the same thing. Doesn't even stop there. LSU's quarterback, he had his Heisman moment against Bama, and I'm talking about Joe Burrow. The list goes on and on. Now, Joe Burrow and Cam Newton, they were already famous and big names before, but for Johnny Manziel, that was
Both went to the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Was the ultimate Bama effect. The play I'm talking about that sticks out to me was against Bama when he bumped into an offensive lineman, fumbled the ball, it looked like he got sacked, and then he flicked it out to a wide open receiver, and it was magical. I remember watching it live, and there was two things that ran through my mind. Number one, we're in trouble, and number two, who is this kid? You could tell there was something about him that was different from other quarterbacks. In the early 2010s, this is when Alabama had one of the best defenses in the country. So it wasn't exactly normal for a quarterback to go into Alabama's home stadium and not be scared. He was playing with supreme confidence, and I think that shook Alabama's defense and even Nick Saban. I can't remember how it goes, but it's something like, you can be too dumb for your own good. Which means if you don't have experience and you're a young guy like Johnny Football was, you may not come to the terms with, hey, I'm not supposed to win this game. Maybe that wasn't a good example. Let me give you a better perspective. It's kind of like if you're about to attempt something dangerous, but you don't know it's dangerous. Therefore, you don't have the fear about it. That was Johnny Manziel going into Tuscaloosa. Ultimately, he would lead A&M to an upset victory, and that was the game that started everything. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm getting a little too far ahead of myself. We got to throw it back to where things really started. Before Manziel would upset Alabama, before he was named the starting quarterback to A&M, he was a star in high school. Coming from a small town in Texas known as Kerrville, he was lighting it up. Weirdly enough though, a little fun fact about him is when he made the varsity team as a freshman, he didn't play quarterback, he was a wide receiver. His first year at quarterback in high school wasn't like how it was his first year in college. He wasn't even the starting quarterback, he was playing part-time here and there, and he had 11 touchdowns to 5 interceptions, but he also had 15 rushing touchdowns. It wasn't up until his junior year when things really started to take off and get to a whole nother level. As a junior, he combined for 55 total touchdowns, and this is when all the colleges around the country, they started to offer him. Most of his offers and most of his recruitment was out west, schools like Baylor, Colorado State, Iowa State, Oregon, Rice, and Stanford. There was one school that stuck out, and he
Stanford? Oh. Nigga, that's where you want to be at, nigga. Stanford, boy, Silicon Valley. Oh, yeah. You come out here, you on. You on. You should have came out here.
He was actually committed there at one point in time, and that was Oregon. It seemed like a done deal. He was going to go there and be the next great Oregon quarterback, but then he changed his mind. Heading into his senior season, there's not much to say. It was outstanding once again. He threw for 3,600 yards, had 45 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions. That's incredible. To go along with those 3,600 passing yards, he also had 1,674 rushing yards. Remember, he had 44 passing touchdowns, but he also added 30 more on the ground. If you can't do simple math, that means he had 74 total touchdowns in 1 year. Oh, 74 wasn't enough? Well, how about this? He also caught a touchdown as a receiver, so he had 75. 75 touchdowns in one single season. Do I have to say anything about that? I'm not too sure if you could put up those numbers in a video game. There was so much hype around him, at least in the Texas area, as a high school quarterback, that people from Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio would drive hours just to see him play. I don't even know if he could do too much better. He had 75 total touchdowns to only 5 interceptions, and yet he was still only regarded as a 3-star recruit. I understand why they only ranked him as a 3-star. He was only roughly 6 foot and 200 pounds.
See? He's only 6 foot. He's short. They need niggas like 6'3", 6'2" at least. But he's mobile. Like he could scramble. Like, you know what I mean? See, Johnny Manziel is one of those dudes you can have like fake running back, or you put him as a screenplay, or you put him as kick returner or punt returner. That's where you put Johnny Manziel. That's where he excels at. A toss play. You toss the ball to him. Run. You know what I mean? Like that. That's what he can do in the NFL. If he did go back, that's what he should do, but he tripping. He said don't want to.
He wasn't short, but for the quarterback position, he was somewhat undersized. He also had that reckless play style, and he wasn't that pro quarterback that scouts like to see. With that being said, I don't want you to get confused. Being a 3-star recruit is still unbelievable. It's just not as prestigious, and it doesn't look as good as a 4 or 5-star. While his senior year was currently going on, he had a big visit coming up. And that visit was with Texas A&M. I want you to keep in mind that while he was going on this visit, he was still committed to Oregon. I know what you may be sitting there thinking, yo Matt, why was this one so big? Why was it bigger than any of the other 10 or 20 visits he went on? There's one answer to that, and it's fairly simple. Texas A&M is close to his family, and he wants to play where his family can come see his games.
I know it's real important for you and your family to see you play on every Saturday. Is that also going to play a big factor? Is that proximity after you get all your answers, tomorrow on your visit?
I mean, it's going to have to be a very good visit, and that's for sure. I mean, it's going to take a lot to sway me from Oregon, but first and foremost, I mean, my parents have been there through thick and thin, paid a lot of money for me to get to where I am as an athlete today, and they deserve to get to watch me every Saturday. So, I mean, if they can't, then that's going to be something that factors in with my decision. So, definitely going to be looking at that.
I guess you could say his visit at A&M, it went pretty good, because he would then switch his commitment over from Oregon to Texas A&M. When he got to A&M, let's just say that things didn't get off to a hot start.
Yeah, this is my redshirt freshman year. First chance to get get any reps, get some playing time, anything in the spring. Had as about of abysmal fucking spring as you could have. Throwing picks all day in practice, can't run around, can't do my thing, just feel cooped up. End of spring, 4th on the depth chart. Not even close to having a chance to compete for the starting job, just fucking struggling.
As you heard right there from the man, the myth, the legend himself, he was listed as the 4th-string quarterback and he was playing terrible. As bad as that sounds, it gets worse. So while he's listed as the 4th-string quarterback, he goes out to a bar and he has one too many drinks. I get it, he's a young guy in college, he wants to have some drinks, but while he has too many drinks, he gets into a fight. Him and some random guy, they were going at it, and you know how it goes, it was a typical bar fight. Next thing Johnny knows, the police comes up and he hands him a fake ID. The officer realizes, hey, this isn't your ID, and he gives him one more shot to give him his real one. And what does Johnny do? Instead of giving him his real ID, he hands him another fake ID. If that doesn't sum up Johnny Manziel, I don't know what.
What's good with you, Mario? I'm about to hop on the game right now, bro. I'm just watching this random video real quick. I just smoked, man. I'm high as fuck. But yeah, I just wanted to test out my YouTube streaming. I normally stream on Twitch. So I just wanted to see how the YouTube streaming platform is and all that. But yeah, I'm just chilling on Happy Sunday.
What does? I think you know where this is going. The police, they weren't too happy about it, so they took him to jail and he got released the next day.
That little incident happens and I'm 4th on the depth chart, recently walking out of Bryan College Station jail and, looking pretty bleak. And this is July.
Manziel thinks it's all cool. It was one little bump in the road, and long story short, he winds up winning the starting job going into next year in what he said was in 11 days.
Fast forward 11 days into, college football training camp and play great. Win the job in 11 days. We play Florida the first game.
How a man goes from the 4th-string quarterback to a starter in the SEC in only 11 days, I have no idea. But check this out. A lot of people don't even know this, and Johnny Manziel, he doesn't even speak on it a lot. He almost didn't even get to play in that Heisman winning season. Manziel was banned from athletics for 1 year, and he was also placed on academic probation.
Win the job in 11 days, and then the day after I get named the starter, I go to this meeting in front of this review board for my behavior or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I go through the meeting, tell them what happened, obviously apologize, and they suspended me from college athletics for a year and put me on academic suspension.
Oh, shit.
So win the job one day, next day go to this meeting, think I'm just going to, slap on the wrist, something's going to happen, to getting completely banned and not even be able to play intramural athletics.
I know what you're probably sitting there wondering. Yo, Matt, obviously that didn't last, so how'd he get out of it? Basically, he was on his best behavior and he had people watch out for him and send in good letters to A&M, and he got his case reviewed.
That's what you needed to continuously do, bro. You have to continuously put yourself around people who want to see you succeed. All that going to the bar and getting drunk, the people that he went with is nowhere around. The people that came to help him is the niggas that you need to keep around. That's where, like, those are like different signs of God showing you or helping you in tough situations right there. Got you out of a situation that you put yourself in. Because you didn't even have to go there and get drunk. Tripping.
Long story short, the head people at A&M, they gave him another chance. Although there was already a controversy lingering around, he was named the starting quarterback for the 2012 year for the A&M Aggies, and it was on go. Against Arkansas, he broke the SEC record and had 557 yards of total offense. Only 2 games later, he broke his own record and had 576 yards of total offense. And then 2 weeks after that, he completely destroyed Auburn 63-21, and he had 5 touchdowns early in the third quarter. 2 weeks after that, the game that changed his life forever and turned him from Johnny Manziel into Johnny Football, it happened. Nobody in their right mind was even expecting A&M to come close to even competing with Alabama, and they beat them 29-24. And in that game, Manziel was doing Manziel things. He finished 24 for 31, had 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and had a QBR of 97. If that wasn't impressive enough, he also had 18 rushes for 92 yards. It was one of those few times where Nick Saban Alabama-led defense didn't have any answers for a quarterback. It wasn't just Alabama or Texas A&M fans that were shocked by this. The entire country was shell-shocked. Nobody knew what to think about it. When you heard the news that a freshman quarterback went into Alabama and balled out on them and almost embarrassed them, it was hard to believe. You better believe it though, because it wasn't no fluke. Johnny Manziel was easily one of the most talented college quarterbacks of all time. That was the really fascinating part about all of this. I think most people understood it wasn't a fluke. But at the same time, those same people didn't quite understand who Johnny Manziel was. We're talking about a kid that's from a small town in Kerrville, Texas. We're talking about the same guy that wasn't even supposed to be playing this year because he was supposed to be suspended for a bar fight. We're talking about the same guy who was a 4-string quarterback at one point in time. He said it himself. From the time he left A&M to go to Bama, from the time he got back, his life changed.
But at the end of the day, I was a kid from nowhere that went from 1 second walking into one football stadium as a high-end D1 college quarterback, starting and having a great year, walk into one stadium, one day, one person when I walk on the bus to go to Tuscaloosa, and a different day when you get back. Get back from class on a Monday after that, and it's just not the same. So we're talking about like fame and what like that happened for me. Bro, one day I went from sitting in a dorm room to like the next winning an award 2 months later and having to come to LA for something, and ended up at like an after party with like Justin Bieber, Floyd Mayweather, like guys who were huge people in LA. And
that's when your street smarts kick in, bro. Like, you're playing football. Represent football, bro. You don't need to be drinking, smoking, nothing. It's good to bump shoulders, but in that time, I would be trying to establish like businesses or plans or goals. I'd be trying to do shit with them. I wouldn't just be on no fucking like, oh my God, Mayweather, oh my God, Justin Bieber. Like, I'd be way more like proactive on trying to do something, because those opportunities don't last. So motherfuckers get shell shocked and they want to fit in, so they just, oh yeah, we can drink and I'm down for whatever. I'm down for whatever. Since you're here, I'm down for whatever. I'll do whatever. Like, that's not the good mindset. Women do that. Men do that. That's not cool. Don't be a follower. Be a leader, bruh. For real.
I was fucking nothing like 2 weeks ago.
When it was all said and done for his freshman year, he would walk away with the Heisman. He had a completion percentage of 68%, threw for 3,700 yards, and had 26 touchdowns to only 9 interceptions. When you talk about Mr. Johnny Football, you gotta throw this in there. As a true freshman, he led the SEC in rushing as well, also beating out Todd Gurley. The fact that he outrushed Todd Gurley, who was in his prime at Georgia, is astonishing to me. On the ground, he had 201 rush attempts for 1,410 yards, averaging
Damn.
7 yards a carry and 21 touchdowns. This man balled out, and I gotta emphasize it, he was a freshman. I don't think anybody was even arguing that he didn't deserve the Heisman. Heading into his sophomore year, there was a lot of good stuff going for him, but there was also a lot of bad stuff. The good stuff is that now he's no longer a random kid. He's going to be a first-round draft pick, and all eyes are on him. The bad stuff for Manziel, ironically, was also some of the good stuff. Everybody was going to have all eyes on him and watch his every single move. He also started to develop an ego, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Anybody in that position would probably get an ego too. Everybody has an ego, especially if you're an athlete. The difference is you got to know when to hide it. And when I talk about ego, I'm not necessarily talking about how he acted on the field. I'm more talking about how he acted off the field. I can't blame him because of all the hype surrounding him. He felt invincible. He felt like he could do anything he wanted to and he was going to get away with it. As an athlete and as a person who wins the Heisman, you probably can get away with a lot of stuff that normal people couldn't. However, you're not going to be able to get away with everything. In that offseason, heading into his second year, this is when the big allegations came out. Those allegations I'm referring to is that he was reportedly signing autographs and getting paid for it. Remember, this is around 2012.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, that one should be a slap on the wrist. Because nowadays, fast forward into today, they legalized that college students can receive like sponsorships and deals from different businesses. Back in the day, it was illegal. You couldn't do that. Like they couldn't get no sponsorships, no deals, no nothing. But nowadays you can. So that ain't too bad. Like autographs, that ain't too bad.
12 and 13. It's not 2022. Name, image, and likeness, it wasn't around. Oh man, now that I think about it, I couldn't imagine how much money he would have been making back then, but that's a different conversation for a different day. It was reported that Manziel was approached by a random person who went up to him and said, "Hey, you want to make some money? Go to this condo and sign all these autographs, and there's going to be some money for you in a safe."
Go to an airport, you're out in public. This is another thing we were talking about, like the fame, and like people come up to you. A motherfucker comes up to you and says, "Yo, I got $5,000 for you to do something. I got $12.99 in my bank account." What do you think I'm gonna say?
And now
where the bread at?
Now what you're saying is exactly in line with what's happening. This is the first.
It's what it is, bro.
I'm sorry. That might be one of my favorite Johnny Manziel clips of all time. He said, "Yo, where the bread at?" On a serious note, he's right. These college athletes, they do have $13, $14 in their bank account. You think they're going to turn down $5,000 to $10,000? That's why I do agree with this name, image, and likeness for that reason right there. I don't really think it's fair for all these universities to rake in millions of dollars because of these players like Johnny Manziel, and they don't even get a dime of it. I do think the NIL, it is starting to get out of hand, but you get what I'm trying to say. The athletes, they should get something, especially if they're a Johnny Manziel, Tim Tebow, or on that category. Okay, so if you're confused, let me explain it. Some random guy goes up to Manziel and says, "Hey, if you sign 10,000 items, I'll give you $3,000, and he agrees to it.
This guy comes up behind me. He's like, "Yo, how would you want to make $3,000?" I'll turn around, I'm like, "Fuck yeah, bro! I got like $65 in my bank account. I'm waiting on that, beginning of the month, January stipend check."
Yeah.
And I had one of my boys take this guy's number. We're doing it all sneaky. We don't want to get caught. We're trying to learn from everybody else that's got caught.
Yeah.
And may or may not have gone back to this guy's condo and signed probably 10,000 pieces.
But then while he's signing all this stuff, one of the guys who's handing him the stuff to sign says, "Hey dude, you're getting ripped off. There's a guy that'll give you $30,000 to do the same stuff." You know what, Matt? Why don't you show it to him? Roll the clip.
I'm signing these autographs, and this other guy who's like bringing the pictures over, he's like, "Yo, you're fucking ripped off. Here's this guy's number. Hit him up. He'll give you $30,000. And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, man! I'm gonna make 3 and then 30. I'm gonna get out of here with $33,000."
Here's where you can kind of sit back and go, yeah, Manziel, he's not the brightest apple out of the bunch.
That nigga's just worried about the wrong fucking things, bro. Ain't no way in hell. I just won the Heisman. I'm going into my sophomore year of college football. I am a star, and I'm that money hungry. My nigga, just get a job, bro. At that point, I can just I'm a star. I can just like network some shit at the university to where like I'll work on campus and make some money. I tell the school that, bro, I'm broke, bro. I'm the Heisman winner. Y'all gotta help me. They would have found a job for him to make it to where he could survive. He choose to burn his money. and then he choose to do some stupid shit. That's why you can't feel sorry for him. He used the clout for wrong reasons. He's supposed to use it for good. He used it for evil. That's why it didn't work out.
Is that how that saying goes? I don't know. It's something like that. There's no way any person in those same shoes would think they'd somehow get away with this and nobody would know. Eventually, the NCAA would pick up onto it and they couldn't prove everything, but they just suspended him for the first half of the season opener against Rice. Whoop-de-doo, you're suspending him not even for the entire game, but the first half against Rice, where he'll probably come in the second half and destroy them. And that's exactly what happened. The clips I just showed you, that's not from 2012 and 2013. Those are from a couple of years ago. Actually, I think it's 1.5 years ago. He openly admitted that he got paid $30,000 a month to sign all those autographs at a condo.
So this guy pretty much is like, all right, go to this room at the Fontainebleau. All the stuff will be in there laid out. And when you're done, just send me a picture of all of it. I'll give you the code of the safe. The money will be in there. Probably for the next 4 months, I went to that fucking condo once a month in fucking South Beach. Knocked that shit out. I got to make a somewhat of a decent living in college. And we went 9-4 the next year. So if the NCAA wants to take my fucking 9-4 season away and my Chick-fil-A bowl against Duke, fucking below me.
But just like he said, if the NCAA wants to take away their 9-4 season, nobody really cares. It's not like they won a championship or anything. Here's where I do sympathize with him. He's at A&M, he's bringing in all these fans and all this money, yet he's got $15 in his bank account. So he, rightfully so, feels entitled to making money off of his name, and that should be a real thing. If someone is willing to pay you for your autograph, I think you should get paid for it. That's just my opinion. I don't see the problem with it, but like I said, that is an entirely different conversation for a different day.
Yeah, that sucks because nowadays they changed that rule. Nowadays you can get paid now, but it just sucks because 10 years ago you couldn't. So yeah, I can see that affecting you. But just like you can sign autographs, you can get a job on campus, bro. My mama, nigga. You could have been an assistant coach. All you had to do is sit there and talk to other freshman coaches, and they'd probably pay you a certain amount of money an hour to do that, or be a ball boy. Anything, bro. You could have made something to where you can make money without doing some illegal things. You get what I'm saying? You can't. I feel bad for him. Yeah, that's not fair. And eventually they changed the rule. But I'm just saying in general, like, nah, like, you too much of a star to just be thinking like that. That's how you let money control you, bro. You'll never be nothing.
Although I think you should get paid, at the time it was against the rules. And if the NCAA would have found out that information that's been out there now, they probably would have suspended him the entire season. And that's where it's a big deal, because if he doesn't play in that second year, he might have failed in the NFL draft to the 3rd, 2nd, or even the 4th round. The reason I think he was dumb for doing that at the time is because he was risking the long-term money, and I'm talking about NFL money, for the short-term money. As long as you don't do something insane that could put you in jail, if you win a Heisman and you only have to play 1 more year of college football, you're gonna be a first-round pick. You know in about 6 to 8 months, and he knew it at the time, he was gonna be a multi-millionaire. So why risk it for $30,000? That's my counter argument to it, and that's just one example where you can say, yeah, Manziel, what are you thinking, man? Like I said, he only got suspended for the first half of a game, and you could make a legit case and argument that his second year was better than his first year. The only reason his first year was so glorified in my opinion is because they upset Alabama. His second year, if you look at the stats, it was better. He jumped up all of his numbers. His completion percentage was 70%. He had 4,100 passing yards and 37 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. His rating went from a 155 his freshman year to a 172 his sophomore year. On the ground, if you are curious, he only had 750 yards and 9 touchdowns. I know, that's so terrible, right? He was very good and he was very talented, but there was one thing about him that concerned a lot of people. He was a risky pick. We haven't even gotten to the bad stuff he's done. What he did in the NFL compared to the college level, it's nothing. Some even labeled him as the most polarizing athlete in NFL draft history. Check out what a former NFL head coach had to say about him. Quote unquote, I don't like his antics. I think he's an arrogant little prick. I've said that and I'll say it again. If that right there doesn't tell you what you need to know about Johnny Manziel, I don't know what will. There wasn't no in-betweens. You either really liked him or you really hated him. There was a ton, and I mean a ton of concern surrounding this kid, and everybody knew that. I hope this really justifies just how talented he was. Even with all the risk that goes with picking him, he was selected with the 22nd overall pick in the first round by the Cleveland Browns. If this guy wouldn't have gotten all the off-the-field controversies, I think he could have been the first overall pick. Right after he got drafted, the problems, they started to roll in. In 2014, in a preseason game, he got fined $12,000.
Why would you do that, bruh? I forgot about this. I remember this nigga's an idiot. See what I'm saying? It's like people get put in good positions and don't realize the level they own. Don't even realize where he at. Bro, you on national television. Some little kid that got your jersey just seen that. Niggas ain't thinking like that. That's what they see. You destroy yourself. Self-destruction, man. Nobody told you to do that. Nobody told you to sign those autographs. These are choices.
For flipping off a fan. In his first year for the Browns, he didn't do much. He completed 18 out of 35 pass attempts, completing right at 51%, had 0 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Not too much to talk about, but in his second year, this is when things started to happen. The following year, 2015, aka his second year in the NFL, it wasn't too much better. One of the bright sides of the season against the Steelers, they did lose, but he was 33 for 45 and had 372 passing yards and 1 touchdown. Overall for the year, he only appeared in 9 games, in which he started 6 of them, and he had a completion percentage of 58 and threw for 1,500 yards with 7 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. Here's a key part to our story though. Shortly after that Pittsburgh game, he was announced as the starting quarterback for the rest of the season. That was a good thing because all throughout the year he was switching in and out with Josh McCown, and he didn't have that stability at the quarterback position. He always had a guy looking over his shoulder, and he was also coming off of the bench. And whenever you're in a situation when you're having to battle for that quarterback spot, it adds a little more pressure. Well, finally, when he was named as the official starter for the rest of the year, everybody was like, okay, this is his year to put up or shut up. We're going to find out if he's going to be our next great quarterback, or we're also going to find out if he's a bust. And well, Johnny Manziel, this is where his life and his football career takes a drastic turn for the worse. Not too long after he was named the starting quarterback, he was then demoted to the 3rd string. He got demoted because there was videos leaked out of him partying in Texas over the bye week. It wasn't a big deal that he was partying. I mean, I'm sure they weren't happy with it, but that wasn't the main reason he got demoted. The reason the Browns were pissed off by this is because he was lying to them. They asked him about the videos, and he said that was from a couple of years ago. Taking it to another level, he also told his friends if the Browns asked about it, tell them and lie about it that it was also from a year or 2 ago. He did wind up playing a little more later in the year, but at that point in time...
That is crazy. Oh my god. This nigga got started, became the starter, went on a bye week. Oh my god, a bye week is when you get a week off. It's like a break. You get a break off of football, 1 week off. You went on a bye week, got drunk, got caught, and lied about it, bro. Then get demoted to the 3rd string. Stupid, bro. The truth shall set you free, bro. This dude is just self-shooting himself. Like, he just set us, like, I mean, I can't even, it just doesn't even make no sense about how much self-inflicting this dude is causing on himself.
A lot of people were so frustrated with him, it didn't even matter. He was carrying over that childish attitude he had at A&M to the NFL, and that doesn't work out because at college you can get away with it, but the NFL, this is a business. They're giving you money. And the last thing an organization wants to do is be giving a young guy who's immature a ton of money. This was also really concerning, not just from a football standpoint, but from a personal standpoint for Manziel. In this video that was leaked out, he was put 2 and 2 together. The last thing you want to be doing after rehabbing from a alcohol addiction is drinking alcohol. But hold on, it gets even more interesting. Before their final game, he was seen at a Las Vegas bar and he was gambling. To be more specific, he was seen at the Planet Hollywood Casino in Las Vegas. Technically, he wasn't even going to be playing with the Browns in the next day because he got a quote-unquote concussion. But from a Browns standpoint, you got to look at it like this. It's not exactly pleasing to see one of your quarterbacks at a bar literally hours before kickoff. I think we can all agree. At this point in time, things are already looking bad for Menzel, but it gets worse. A couple months after that went on, it was then reported that Johnny Menzel ruptured his ex-girlfriend's eardrum. Apparently nothing ever came out of it and they couldn't prove anything. But at the time in 2016, Menzel agreed to pay her $12,500 in attorney fees and also agreed to not be around her for 2 years. According to his girlfriend, or whatever they were at the time, here's what she had to say. "I jumped out of the car and ran across the street and hid behind some bushes. He flipped a U-turn and pulled right into where I was hiding. He grabbed me by my hair and threw me back into the car." And according to the girl, that is when Menzel hit her in the head and hit her left ear. Allegedly, Menzel also said, "Shut up or I'll kill us both." How true is all this? I don't know. It's a he said, she said. I'm saying according a lot because none of it was ever really proven, but the girl also said she couldn't hear in her ears for months. Or not ears, but one of her ears, the left one. Here's my take on that situation. Although it may have never happened, it made it look 10 times worse because all—
She lying. I'm not saying she lied completely, but trust me, if she really would have got hurt, charges would have been filed. You would have went to jail. You would have got a case. The fact that shit didn't really go that left. Let me hear it one more time. Sound like she was lying.
And hit her left ear. Allegedly, Menzel also said, "Shut up or I'll kill us both." How true is all this? I don't know. It's a he said, she said. I'm saying according a lot because none of it was ever really proven, but the girl also said she couldn't hear in her ears for months. Or not ears, but one of her ears, the left one. Here's my take on that situation. Although it may have never happened, it made it look 10 times worse because all the other terrible stuff that was happening in Johnny Menzel's life at the time. Let me give you a good example. That'd be the equivalent to me robbing 3 banks and then a couple months after, I'm being accused of robbing another bank. Maybe I didn't do it, but you can't lie, you're gonna believe the people because I did it before. That's where I'm trying to go with this. A lot of people weren't in Menzel's favor because of all the bad stuff he did leading up to it. A couple months after all that was going on, his agent at the time terminated his contract and he was no longer going to represent him. That's a big deal because it's not every day you see an agent terminate a contract with a client. Coincidentally enough, on the same day his agent left him, Nike ended their sponsorship with Menzel. I want you to keep in mind everything I'm talking about is happening in between 2015 and 2016. What makes all this even more interesting, Menzel's attorney at the time accidentally sent a paragraph that linked information.
Accidentally. Shit, ain't no accidentally, nigga. Ain't no accidentally. They don't like you. They will find ways to ruin you. Oh God, nigga, they ruined this nigga, bro.
That Menzel spent $1,000 at a drugstore. How does your agent leak a text that you spent $1,000 at a drugstore? I have no idea. Before we go any farther, I want you to think about it. It's not one bad thing he did. It's not 2 bad things. It's bad thing after bad thing after bad thing, and it continues to go on and on and on. When that information was leaked out about the drugs, here's what his dad had to tell some people at ESPN. He's a druggie. It's not a secret that he's a druggie. I don't know what to say other than my son is a druggie and he needs help. He just hasn't seeked it yet. Hopefully he doesn't die before he comes to his senses. That's about all you can say. I don't know what else to say. He also added, I hate to say it, but I hope he goes to jail.
Nigga, I'll never wish jail on no man. Never. My dad, rest in peace, said some shit like that to me. I went on the internet and said that. That would motivate me to work my ass off to get back in the NFL 10 times harder. Now, I got haters and I got like my family against me too. Oh yeah, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm finna work my ass off. I don't give a fuck now.
I mean, that would be the best place for him. So we'll see. And then last but not least, I truly believe if they can't get him help, he won't live to see his 24th birthday. Wow, man, oh man, if your dad is saying some stuff like that about you, you got problems. You could do some terrible things and your parents out of everybody, they're gonna have your back. When it starts to get to the point where your parents are saying you're gonna die before you're 24 and you belong in jail, That's terrible. Let me put it this way. It doesn't get too much worse than that. After all the allegations came out with the girl and then this drug problem going on March 11th in 2016, this is when the Browns released him. And that was the end to his NFL career, but it wasn't the end to his football career, and there is still a lot more to his story. I'm going to remind you, we are still in 2016. Since the Browns released him and he wasn't playing football, he had two things: a lot of time and a lot of money on his hands. With Johnny Manziel not being the most responsible person ever, his bad decisions, they would continue to happen. In early June of 2016, he would rent out an expensive rental home in LA. The place he rented out was over 5,000 square feet, and he was only there for a couple of days. 2 nights to be specific. The guy he rented it from said if over 15 people come, you gotta pay a $5,000 fine, and Manziel agreed to it. Right there alone, that's a stupid decision, paying a $5,000 fee just to have over 15 people. But hey, he had the money, so I guess it wasn't a big deal at the time. I think you know where this is going. It didn't turn out to be all so good. The police actually showed up to the place he was staying at because of noise complaints. Manziel did not check out on time, so the guy that owned it was like, okay, what's going on? And he went up to the place and said this: Manziel was passed out, there was cocaine all over the kitchen table, and mushrooms were still out on the table in front of him. There was booze everywhere, broken glasses over the floor, and a champagne glass in a tree. How does a champagne glass get in a tree? I don't know. I just want you guys to try to imagine this. This guy was a Heisman Trophy winner, and only a couple years later, he's passed out in the middle of a floor. Drugs all around him, champagne bottles and trees. Man, life hits you fast. The guy that owned the place sent a letter to Manziel's lawyer and demanded over $31,000. I'm telling you, I said it at the start of this video. If you didn't know who this guy was, you would think he was a fictional character in a movie. There could be a movie or book written about him, and I wouldn't believe it if I didn't know who he was. There was also a bunch of little stuff that went on that I haven't talked about. I'll mention some of them right here. There was an incident where he went to see Drake at a club and he was getting pushed, and he turned around and swung on a random dude and he got kicked out of the club. It's just little stuff like that, and if we talked about every little minor incident he got in, this would be a 10-hour video. How about this one? Manziel was supposed to fly out to see his family on Memorial Day weekend, and they were supposed to fly out and go to a party, but he missed his flight. His family members and friends, they tried reaching him for 15 minutes and just decided they were going to have to go on without him. With Manziel having an abysmal NFL career, it's safe to say that no other team wanted to give him a shot. We're now in the time frame around early 2017 where he was still willing to play football. There was a problem with this. The NFL, like I said, they're not going to give him a shot, so he had to try some other leagues. At first, in 2017, he tried joining the Hamilton Tiger Cats of the Canadian Football League. He played in the Canadian League for a couple of years, but on March 16th in 2019, he joined the Memphis Express. If you don't know who the Memphis Express is, it's basically the AAF, the Alliance of American Football. He joined that league, and he's also currently playing in the fan-controlled football league, and he's also played in the XFL. Oh wait, my bad. I don't actually think he played for the XFL. That's my fault. Or did he? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. I can't really remember that. I'm not too sure. It's not even a big part to our story, because even if he did, the league had to shut down because of COVID. With all that being said, that is the up-to-date on Johnny Manziel's football career, but it still leaves us with the question we haven't figured out. Why did he fail? Who better than Johnny Manziel himself to tell us why he failed?
You get out what you put in. If you put in $10 in, you get $10 out. And that's the way my NFL career went. I didn't put what I needed to, heart, soul, everything that I did.
Stupid ass nigga. You get to the NFL, name the starting quarterback, I don't care for what team. After all that you went through with high school, college, the Heisman, made it to the NFL, made it to a starting position. After all of that, if that doesn't motivate you, or if that doesn't set a fire off in your heart, I don't know what, bruh. First thing he got drafted, this is why I remember him. When he got drafted to the Cleveland Browns, he did this. Show me the money. That was his thing. Show me the money. Nothing about football. Show me the money. So.
In college, into the NFL, because I didn't like certain things about it.
So, why do you think that?
I think I was more enamored with like the fame and the aspect of living the lifestyle and doing the shit.
You were having fun.
I think it got to the point where I got like so famous to the point where it was like, it was like I enjoyed that side of it way more than I enjoyed the work side of it. And I think I enjoyed the play 50 times more than I enjoyed the work. And I did the work as long as I could, and it wasn't enough. And that's what it'll always be.
Say what you want about Manziel, but he owns up to his mistakes, and I respect him for that. He openly admitted and said the truth. He didn't put in what he needed to be successful. In this same interview, he would later go on to say that he failed.
At that point in time of where I was at in life, I failed.
Yeah.
Flopped. I didn't make it and be what I needed to be successful. And I flopped. I failed. I wasn't good enough at that point in my time to get to where I needed to be. Let me start over. Let me try again. You just look in the camera and say, yo, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I apologize. My bad. I'm going to keep it moving.
Yeah.
You guys want to rock with me? Rock with me.
And
If
like,
not,
dude,
it is what it is. And that's what you do with life, bro.
I know.
But damn it, Johnny, you had so many chances to get it right, bro. That's crazy. Like, so many opportunities to turn your life around. Even after the NFL, you went to the Canadian League, you could have balled out over there and got back into the NFL. Like, anything could have happened, bro. He still, bro. Let's look up how old he is. We're gonna see right now. We're gonna see right now how old this dude is. Oh, he just had a birthday. December 6th. How old is he? $30. Still can play. Tom Brady is 40. Yeah, let's see his net worth. No way. He has a net worth of $6 million. April 2022. Johnny Manziel network biology is weight. The details of network is $5 million. No way. No way he's worth $5 million. No way. After all that.
I know I just said it, but I gotta say it again. At least he's not one of those guys who tries to make up excuses for himself. He's putting it out there that he didn't work hard and he didn't do what he should have done, and that's why he wasn't successful. Maybe not for you, but for me, one question I've had over the past couple of years is like, okay, he's not playing football anymore, so what's he doing? I understand he made a couple $1 million in the NFL, but the way he was spending money, he probably blew through that quickly.
That's
So
what
for
I'm
the
thinking.
longest, I've been thinking, what in the crap is he doing? And he answered that.
I don't know what I want to do.
That's how most people feel.
I've been chilling, trying to figure it out, playing golf, sitting outside with my boys, trying to catch energy from people and figure out what I want to do. And
That is crazy. I can't believe he said that. That's sad, bro. That's sad. That breaks my heart to see that, bro. He was in the NFL, bro. Nigga, you could be kickoff returner, punt returner. You could be a special plays, you know, how to use the wildcat and stuff. Johnny Manziel comes in, you do the wildcat shit, get a play in. Like, that is terrible to see you say that you don't know what to do with your life after all you've been through, bruh. I'm telling you, bruh. Influence. The influence make a difference, bruh, depending on who you hang out with and what you're doing. They can change you. It's crazy.
what really makes me happy.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what really makes me happy.
I've spent a lot of time watching different podcasts, and he's relatively said the same thing in every one. He doesn't know what he wants to do right now. The only thing he really enjoys is playing golf. He's even stated golf is the only thing that has gotten him out of bed some days. I don't want to say that's sad, but I think we can agree it kind of is. I don't mean that in a bad way, but it goes to show you the harsh reality of life. You can go from being a Heisman winner on top of the world making millions of dollars to being depressed in your bed, and we all go through it. I don't believe there's a single person out there who hasn't felt sad at least a couple of days out of the year. It's really nice to see this side of Johnny Manziel because he's being real with all of us. I don't have too much sympathy for him on the football field because he blatantly ruined his own career, but as a person, I do. You gotta think about it. Look at all the pressure that was put on him and all the eyes that were on him at a young age of 18 or 19. I'm gonna show you 2 more clips. In one of them, he talks about how he doesn't even want to play football anymore.
I think for a while is what I was put here to do, and now I don't believe that, so I don't want to play. I don't think it's truly what I'm put here to do. So that's what I've been trying to figure it out.
That's crazy.
And see what I want to do. And I don't know what that is still.
As crazy as it sounds, if you're not an athlete, you may not be able to relate to it, but if you are, you probably do relate to it. I can almost guarantee you there is a bunch of people watching this video who, if you played basketball, baseball, or football, you got burnt out on it. If you start playing football, baseball, or basketball from the age 7 to 16, 17, or 18, there's a lot of kids that get burnt out before they even leave high school. So you can definitely see how Johnny Manziel fell out of love with the game. And when you fall out of love with the game, that's when you're not as disciplined. And when you're not as disciplined, that's when you start falling off. In these interviews, a lot of people have said funny stuff about Johnny Manziel, and let's take a look at some of them. Ross L. said, "There's nothing like regretting choosing partying over football while smoking a blunt, cigarette, and drinking a beer. LOL. Another one says, and this is the best one, "I feel like Johnny asked the host if he could borrow $20 after the interview." This might be the best one. "Johnny looks like a construction worker that's in his last hour of his shift and started drinking. I gotta be honest, just look at him right here. He doesn't look like a football player that was lighting up defenses." How do I say this in the nicest way possible? Manziel looks like a combination of an alcoholic and a construction worker, yet he has the talent of an Aaron Rodgers or a Tom Brady. It doesn't make sense, and it's a recipe for disaster. Let me go back on that statement. He has the talent of some of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, but he has the mindset of a frat boy, and I think that fits him perfectly. He has the attitude of a frat bro at a college. It's not like he developed this partying lifestyle in the NFL. He was doing it at A&M. Speaking of that, let's roll the last clip, and I think this gives you a better perspective.
I just want to be one of them bros. Just walking the streets. Guys ask me while we're here in Nashville. It's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing out here, man? I'm like, dude, it's Memorial Day weekend. I'm trying to come out, have some fun with my boys the same way you are.
Yeah.
Trying to just have a good time. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Just a guy trying to have a beer at Florida Georgia Line Bar and eat some queso.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked, bro. I'm shocked to see that, bro. That's sad. That's like the Devontae West, I think his name, Devontae West. That shit's sad when you see people throw their lives away like that, bro. I'm not saying his life is thrown away, but like, it's not over. But I guess he chooses to get drunk and go to parties. That's what he want to do. That's what he want to do. I'm just looking at the opportunity that you're wasting and that he wasted. So what if you 30? There's people that make it to the NFL still. NBA different, but NFL you can still go overseas. You can still play the Canadian League. Like you can still make some money off that. So it's just crazy how, your whole life, your talent was football, but then your mind was beer, girls, clubs, events, status, fame. Like that's what your mind at. But your skill set was football. It's crazy. It's interesting.
I think that was the perfect ending clip to end this video. I honestly feel like he's a cool guy to be around, and like he said, he just wants to be one of the bros. Quote of the year, "I'm just trying to have a drink at the Florida Georgia Line Bar and eat some queso." There may not be another quarterback in history of college or the NFL level that normal people can relate to more than Johnny. You kind of also get the vibe that Manziel, him being famous, it almost seems like an accident. I don't believe in all this metaverse nonsense, but if there is a second Johnny Manziel out there, I can guarantee you he's just a regular construction worker that's smoking cigarettes. The best way to describe it is that he just so happened to be a super talented guy with a Terrible mindset for a quarterback. You may want to party and go out and drink and do the stuff he did, but you can't do that if you're trying to be a quarterback in the NFL. I'm very curious. Let me know your thoughts down below. For me personally, yeah, maybe he was a screw up and he didn't work out in the NFL. But when I think of Manziel, I think of a legend. At the college level, he was one of the most exciting players to ever watch. Like I said, let me know your thoughts down below. But yeah.
Embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for him. Oh, no, nigga. My fault, bro. My phone vibrated. Alright, y'all, hold on. We finna run this. We finna run this one game. Run a game with y'all, and then I'm finna dip. I gotta go. Hold on. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright. Got a game, and then I'm up. Put some music on. Alright. Can y'all see? Alright, cool. I don't really got no games, bro. I gotta get my PlayStation Plus. Oh, I got GTA, bro. My GTA line works. What the fuck? It's crazy. Hopefully they don't catch it. Hold on. I can't hear it, huh? I can't hear it either. Let me see. I don't know if I messed up my audio or not. I gotta get in the lobby and see. This shit don't sound right though. It's hella quiet. So I gotta make sure I get the right. I gotta fuck with GTA though. They let me on. I fuck with them. Bruh, why is my audio not coming out of here? Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck? Can't hear nothing. What do I do? Man, what the fuck? Why is my desktop audio picking up the sound? Oh. Oh. Is it? How do I know this shit works? Let's see. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. I think it's on now. Hold on. I think it's on now. Cause that shit was dumbass quiet. It's hella low though.
Your friend in high places. Hey, it's been a while. I haven't spoken to you since Operation Doomsday. I know.
First of all, it's a brand new car. I want it in the wheel. Second of all, we don't do cars no more, bruh. Who drives a car? You tripping. If you drive a car, you tripping. Tripping. He's gonna drive a car. What the? I pulled that car out of this garage. High as fuck. But see my audio. Wait. Alright, well, my shit is on, bro. It's on. But I didn't even want to get on GTA. I just be getting on this shit when I'm bored. I would kill somebody, but I ain't gonna lie, my mechanics is a little off. I don't play GTA like that no more like I used to. This shit boring, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready for Call of Duty. I'm ready for Madden. I need to get on the Madden. I want to get that FIFA. I ain't gonna lie, I do want to get that FIFA. I might get the FIFA. I swear to God, I might get the FIFA. FIFA $30 right now. Looking good. I might have to become the new FIFA nigga, bro. Like, that might be my new thing. Who wants smoke with me, bro? Just like, who wants smoke with me, bro? Like, nah, see, I ain't no weenie. I get out the car and kill you. Oh, put my helmet on. Alright. Is that your bike? Alright, what's up? Let's get my testing up. Oh, you quit. I'm gonna go kill you because you just took my kill. You just took my kill, bro. I was about to kill him. And I gotta kill you. Give me my bike. Give me my bike, come on. Where is it? Don't you ever in your life take my kill, dummy. I'm blowing everything up. Get from over here, bro. That stupid ass out of here. Alright. Yeah. You got me. Come on. Let's play. You're dead, bro. You're dead. Stupid. You're dead. You thought you were doing something. Destroy my bike. Bring that stupid ass back. Damn, why the police on me so hard like that, bro? Damn. Oh, now y'all don't want to play. What's up? Yeah, turn around. Come on. Boom, chicken. This shit. This nigga got grenade things. Alright. I'm finna light your ass on fire. Come on. Come on, bro. Oh, now I'm finna fucking nuclear bomb this guy. Why are you running from me? Oh, you got on your bike? Nigga, don't go fucking about your bike. Pull up on me, bro. Pull up on me, bro. I'm gonna shred that shit. I don't see him. There we go. But he won't pull up on me though. Come on, come kill me, bro. You doing all that over there? Yeah, come to me, come my way. Come on, come my way. I can't even roll. Oh, they're running. Oh my goodness, this dude's running. There we go. But he won't come to me though. He won't come to me. That's crazy. Real life nerd. Hey, get off the bike, bitch. Come on. Come on. This nigga is really running from a guy on feet. I'm on feet, you. Alright, you gonna fuck on me? Alright, now I really gotta put it. You're through to your garage. You need me to bring you a ride? Give me hurry. I'll get there as soon as I can. I'll get back to work. What's that dude's name? Yeah, I need Lester. Fuck all that, my bike's here. Get this nigga, bro. I got the wrong bike on me. Where'd he go? Oh, I'm on you, bro. I'm on you, bro. Oh, he left the match. Holy. Oh, man, you better leave. Goodness gracious, bro. I'm mad, bro. I'm sorry, little dude. Whatever you do, dude. I'm sorry about that, dude. I lit his ass on fire. I want to have a fake war with somebody. It's good practice though. I need to get my practice shots out. Damn, I'm like fired away. Who's that? He joined back? No, he joined back. Okay, who else wants some smoke? Bro, you're gonna have to rest and pass it, bro. Ooh, get the money. Perfect timing. I'm flying around at the perfect time. Get the money. Alright, let's see. No, not into a tunnel. Where's that one at? Oh, it's probably above me. Gamer, bro, you're not beating me, bro. That's out. Damn, bro, why I gotta be foggy? Why they cheating? Oh, my shit lagging. Damn. I fell off the whole damn bike. Alright, come on. something above. Maybe something on my level. This one's sketchy. Damn, you got hella time. Has to be the best car on the game. Like, it has to be it. Oh, did I get that one? I didn't. Oh, they didn't give me that one. Leave it. Ooh, still made it. Keep it going. What? How did I miss that? Oh, nigga, you trying to take my... You didn't die? Lucky you didn't die. you gotta be on the car. Gotta keep going, I can't stop. And I gotta slow down. Can I get one more? That was cool. 38. Stop playing with me, chat. But yeah, man, I'm gonna call it quits on that one. Just wanted to test the YouTube community out, see how it is.